Hey, I'm Hilah, and I'm cooking. Today I had a really rough day at work because I have a day job, even though you think all I do is sit around and talk to the internet all day. That's not true! I'm tired, and I'm having a beer, and I'm making buttermilk biscuits. Alright, I'm going to show you how it's done. I'm just using the Joy of Cooking recipe, and I've got flour, baking soda, baking salt, why do I keep doing that? Baking powder and salt in my little sifter that my mama gave me. I've had this in my life since I was a wee baby. That's why it's all rusty and prairie dog looking. So I'm gonna sift that together. Come on, lumps. And then it says to add 4 to 6 tablespoons of butter. I'm gonna use 6 because I like dyeing. I'm gonna show you a little trick. So the thing about biscuits is that you're supposed to like cut the butter into the flour so that you end up with tiny little pieces of butter coated in flour, and that's what makes them light and fluffy. Like you don't want to melt the butter. So I have this butter frozen. I'm gonna use my cheese grater, and I'm gonna just grate it into my flour, and then I end up with little pieces already. All right, so whatever, I guess this is about 5 tablespoons, but I'm tired of grating butter, so I'm stopping, because more than enjoying dyeing, I enjoy cutting corners. So there we go, 5 tablespoons of butter. Now I'm gonna use my fork and just kind of toss it around to get my little butter shreds coated in flour. All right, so, whoa, getting crazy up in here with the buttermilk biscuits. All right, so I got my butter chunks, my butter fragments evenly coated. Now I'm gonna get my little paws in there and just sort of break it up a little more. I don't want to melt the butter, and my hands are hot, baby. So I'm just gonna use my fingertips and try not to mess with it too much. All right, so I got my business happening. I got some little chunks of butter, about the size of peas. I'm gonna make a little dip in the middle of my pile of flour, and I'm gonna put my buttermilk in all at once. One thing or nothing. Wait, I mean all or nothing. That's what I meant to say. Okay. Here we go. All right, now I'm just gonna mix it with a big spoon efficiently and not too much. Just enough to get sort of all the flour moist with the buttermilk, and it's sort of starting to come together into a ball, and that's it. Now's where things start to get messy. Just get your little hands in there, sort of get it formed into a ball, and then I'm gonna throw it out on my board, which I'm gonna flour first, and roll it out and cut some biscuits. Set that aside. And the reason you don't want to screw with it too much or get it real hot is because you don't want gluten to form. And gluten is a protein that's in the wheat that forms long strands, which is what makes bread chewy and delicious, but is the enemy of light and flaky biscuits and pie crust. Every last little bit of butter. All right, that looks pretty good. And just delicately roll it out to about half an inch or so. Probably should have a ruler. That looks good. All right, now I have a little biscuit cutter. I'm gonna start cutting out some biscuits. This is about 2 inches. You can do bigger or smaller. Whatevs. Let's keep it easy, guys. All right. And when you cut your biscuits, you don't wanna push and turn. You just wanna push and give it a little shimmy, because when you turn it, all those little delicious flaky layers that you just created with your butter and all that stuff get sort of twisted on the edges, and it might not rise as much. So just straight down, shake it to loosen it. And then we're gonna put these on an ungreased cookie sheet. I'm gonna make one last little funky shape. Not quite big enough. All right, and with the scraps, you can re-roll them but just keep in mind those biscuits are not going to be as light and fluffy as the originals because that gluten will start to form and they get a little tough. But that's okay, because you probably have some people coming over that you don't really like very much, and give them those funky ass biscuits. I'm not even gonna roll it. I'm just gonna mash it. That's how I do with those people I don't like very much coming over eating my biscuits. All right. Now, if I haven't said it already, I'm gonna pop these babies in a 450-degree oven for 12 to 15 minutes. Oh, snap. All right, my biscuits are done. Damn, those look good. But I don't know what to do with all these biscuits. Biscuits are not supper. Cut. I'm sorry. I was drinking a little bit too much during that episode, and sometimes when I drink, my little buddy Freak Zone shows up, and somehow he always knows right when I'm about to throw up. It's amazing. He's uncanny. Anyway, Freak Zone showed up. He gets a little out of control. He is an alcoholic, and he's hard to handle. He's just like pure sexual energy. And so what happened after this, we shot it, we filmed it, can't really show it on the regular internet because it's really too weird. So, if you want to see it, I'm going to tell you how you can see it. Go to the website. There's this little area where you can sign up for the newsletter. Sign up for the newsletter. This is only for top secret people who know how to do this. So you sign up for the newsletter, we send you top secret information on how to log in to a secret hidden area, a secret garden if you will, on the website where you can see the episode and meet Freak Zone for yourself and get sexy with me and Freak Zone.